Imagine a mechanical engineering student from the beginning and then taking all the multidisciplinary fields. हर building में जाके network करना ही है. So hello everyone, today आज हम हैं UT Austin campus पे, which is the biggest, one of the biggest campus by population, around 65,000 students here, and काफी Indian students भी यहाँ पे prefer करते हैं. And today we have Vivek here.
Hey.
And hi Vivek, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Vivek. I am studying Masters in Energy and Earth Resources. I'm a second year student over here at Jackson School of Geosciences.
Second year master's student.
Yeah, second year master's student.
And यहाँ पे विवेक ने मुझे बताया that since Houston is close to Austin, Texas, तो Houston is energy capital of the world, not just US, of the world. तो इस कारण इस प्रोग्राम में in geosciences and geology funding ज़्यादा होती है, and he's gonna share his journey to get fully funded program at UT Austin. Awesome. अभी कैंपस खाली है being Saturday, पर उन्होंने बताया विवेक ने कि इतना भरा होता है, इट्स सो बिग एंड सो पॉपुलेटेड कि जगह नहीं होती बिल्कुल भी. एंड आपको गर्मी किसकी ज्यादा अच्छी लगती है, क्योंकि आप ओरिजिनली हो बनारस से, राइट?
No, I lived my life in Ahmedabad.
अहमदाबाद.
Yeah.
So अहमदाबाद में भी 45 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक जाता है.
48, 49.
49 तक. वाओ. तो गर्मी किसकी ज्यादा चुभती है? टेक्सास हीट इज पेनफुल या फिर गुजरात?
Texas has a different kind of heat because I got my first share of sunburns over here. I've never used sunscreen before coming to US, and when I landed in Austin, it felt like, okay, I had a very different picture about US, but this is not matching my standards. So this is very, very different heat.
ये एटलांटा से भी बहुत गर्म है because it's obviously half of it is desert. तो यहाँ पे इतनी गर्मी पड़ती है जैसे कि 10 डिग्री ज्यादा गर्म है as compared to एटलांटा जहाँ से मैं हूँ. तो मुझे आते ही फील हो गया था कि रात के 9 बजे भी गर्म हवा आ रही है. जैसे दिल्ली की जो पीक गर्मी होती है ना, वैसे यहाँ पे 2-3 महीने चलता है, जुलाई एंड अगस्त.
But for what I can say, Austin is not a very desert town. Like we've got a lot of fresh water, so you'll see a lot of greenery in this city at least as compared to the rest of the Texas. The rest of Texas is a little arid and dry. Not this place so much.
But yeah, the heat is painful.
Heat is.
But you get 4 season. यहाँ पे ठंड भी पड़ती है, but 2 महीने सहना पड़ेगा इंडिया से ज्यादा. Be ready for sunburns अगर आप ये city choose करते हो. Insane. It's like Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona is much better. But
yeah.
This one course in geology in my first semester. I did not have any background with geology. It was a nice course. At the end, there is this one lab session where this is the final exam basically. They'll basically throw rocks at you and they'll ask what rock this is.
Oh.
And that is the most confusing part because you don't have any background with rocks, but because throughout the semester they'll teach you ways of identifying rocks. This is not just one, but we have like a couple of over there. These are like quartz. My favorite ones are over here actually. These are tourmalines. The pink tourmalines are quite famous. And then this. I like shiny things and I'm glad.
It's like diamond.
These are quartz, but yeah, with diamond cuts and a lot of other things. So this is what I took. Geology was like a very, very basic intro level course. It sort of helps you to understand what the subsurface looks like, where and what impacts is with mining that people do, all of these things. So this is what I learned with that course.
Very nice.
And this is the igneous and stuff. This is all of that you studied in high school or 5th standard geography.
8th standard geography, 5th standard.
ICSE, I was in ICSE.
तो आपने पहले सीख लिया मतलब.
हाँ, but फिर उसके बाद मैं सब भूल गया.
These are the rocks that were actually discovered on the moon. अब next discovery करेगा India. So दोस्तों, ever since I created this YouTube channel, it was always a dream to give back to the community. मेरा एक goal था कि all the things you need, for example, letter of recommendation, essays, my whole Common App application, जो चीज़ें मैंने अपने प्रिंसिपल से लिखवाई थी, अंडरग्रेड, मास्टर्स, everything, I wanted to document all together in one page. That also for free and आज वो जाके पॉसिबल होने वाला है. आई एम फाइनली मेकिंग द प्रोडक्ट एंड वो आपको सबसे पहले मिल सकता है इफ़ you can use the link in description below and just fill that form, because it is going to be absolutely free, and with your feedback we can continue to make it better and better for future students. So please check out, and this study abroad platform is going to change the lives of many students who want to study abroad, and you can be the first one. Let's start with the big question: which universities you got accepted and why Austin, and then why particularly UT Austin?
So I had applied almost to 12 graduate programs, both in the US and in Europe. In Netherlands, I had applied to TU Delft, TU Eindhoven, and Sweden was UT Sweden. And in US, a number of places. But at the end, I got selected in all schools.
Wow.
And the only thing that I came to UT Austin for was because my scholarship. It was the most funded program that I had got into. I got scholarships from other schools, but this made more sense because this is very energy school, and I found professors that I wanted to do research over in my topics over here, so it made sense to me.
Absolutely. And in terms of funding, where did you get the most? Like UT Austin, where it's fully funded, but you got accepted to Carnegie Mellon,
Yeah.
you got accepted to Cornell.
Yeah.
So वहाँ पे कितनी funding मिलती है for master's students?
Cornell, I didn't choose because it was a one-year program, and I just came out of my bachelor's, did like work for 2 years, which is not a whole lot to build network. So program in Cornell was like, you graduate within 1 year, you have to put your assignments, exams and everything, and you have to get a job. So unless you have a network, that's not going to happen. And that was very risky move. So Cornell was out of picture. I didn't have any scholarship from Cornell. Carnegie Mellon, they gave me a scholarship of $26,000 a year.
But they're expensive too, right?
They
are
are
much
very
expensive.
expensive. They are $52,000 a year, if anything. Yeah. So almost I got funded half of the tuition bill.
Per year, $26,000.
Yeah, per year. 20. But again, it's not a energy school. Carnegie Mellon is a very AI/CS school, right? So the fact that if you want to get into energy analytics or mostly into energy data science, then it makes sense to go over there. But if you're more open to exploring options into energy in complete field, then UT Austin was the clear choice.
Absolutely, and the pros of funding, because financial stress बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है, बड़ा loan लेना हो. Like that is also a big thing because like you know, rupees has become a depreciating asset. तो हर साल पता नहीं कितनी फीस बढ़ती जाएगी. Because of like you know, it was 75 rupees, now it's 82 rupees almost. So in terms of fully funded program, can you describe at what point you figured out कि आपको fully funded होगा? Because for example, Apurv के case पे क्या हुआ था? He got accepted to Georgia Tech. उसे पता था कि $20,000 per year fees देनी पड़ेगी. $20,000 to $30,000. Actually $40,000 थी. $20,000 per semester, $40,000 per year देनी पड़ेगी. मेरे case में भी ये था. But after coming to the US, he saw an email कि research के लिए TARA available है, teaching assistantship, research assistantship, and he applied and got it. But what was your case? Did you do it from the beginning when you got accepted?
So I, as I said, I have. First of all, Georgia Tech is way more expensive than UT Austin. UT Austin is comparatively more cheaper in that sense.
तो कितनी fees होती है public fees?
So one semester, like as a graduate student, you have to maintain 9 credit hours, and 9 credit hours equals close to $9,300.
That is very, very
affordable.
Like 50% less than Georgia Tech.
It's close to $18,600
a year.
A year without insurances and other stuff. But that is never the major bill. Out of that, I got a scholarship for like $6,000 per semester. So I ended up saving a lot of money just because of it's not a scholarship, it's called a ER fellowship, energy and
ER.
But it works like a scholarship.
So you knew it from the beginning कि आपके offer letter में fellowship है.
Yes, that was already mentioned. But when I came to UT Austin, I sort of was looking at courses, and there was this one course in entrepreneurship, and I was interested to take that. And ultimately, one professor, like there was this one professor who was actually looking out for TAs. I said, might as well apply and take a shot for that. It happened just so that once you become a TA over here for 20 hours, you get all of your tuition bills funded. Like you don't have to pay a single penny. So that is how a lot of graduate students over here in this campus don't pay a single penny for their education. And I did not know on the flip side, my tuition, like my fellowship that I was supposed to be using for my tuition bill, also got credited to my bank account. So in a way, I wasn't just paying, I was getting paid to be over here in a way.
Wow.
To get studied.
That is mind blowing. So it's almost like fully funded. So okay, in hand कितना pay करना पड़ता है? Like
in hand as in by the hours?
yeah, no, in hand as in like at the end of the day for whole semester you get paid more than as compared to your pay, right?
Yeah, so I sort of get paid right now close to $6,000, and apart from my TA money that I earn.
Wow, that is mind blowing because of the funding in the university. And इन्होंने बताया कि funding in UT Austin is more than Harvard as well.
The UT endowment fund right now stands bigger in value than Harvard. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Because it is sitting on an oil land, so they basically get the opportunity to lease it out to oil companies, and that's how they earn money.
Mind blowing. Now let's get to learn about your major because Vivek का major बहुत ज़्यादा unique है and it's very interesting in itself, into resources, into geology. So can you please share how you got interested in it and then why you chose a multidisciplinary major? So इसमें काफी चीजें cover हो रही है.
Yeah, a lot of things to unpack in that. So I have a background in mechanical engineering, and before I came to UT, I thought energy is all about engineering. But I couldn't have been more wrong about this one. Coming over here, first of all, energy is in the geosciences program, so I get to see myself as a pretend geologist some days. But all in fun, it's like I have the option of going and choosing my courses, and every student who comes into the Energy and Earth Resources program, short for EER, gets to decide their courses. So like we've Macom's Business School, LBJ Policy School, Law School over here, Cockrell Engineering. All of these are very, very high ranked schools themselves. And then you get to decide what you want. My intentions to complete this master's is to get into a strategic energy consulting positions, which I sort of did in my summer internship this time. And my research mostly focuses on EV charging prediction methods, like trying to predict what would be the charging demands just on the grid from EV charging.
Oh, so like when we do EV charging, like Tesla, all these electric cars are charging through EV. उसको हम कैसे renewable resources में shift कर सकते हैं? Right.
Closer to that, it's like right now all of these EVs charge on the grid at any hour. Like you show up with your EV, and it's a very uncoordinated charging system. Like anyone can charge. That is good for the customers, but that is not good for the grid operator because he never knows what time the energies would peak. So you have to balance the energy demand versus supply. If there is more demand than the supply, the grid would basically shut off, which is a problem for Texas. So if you are able to predict the EV charging demands much earlier than it actually happens, the grid operator has the time to find the resources that are required to put in those energy on the grid. So that is what I'm trying to do.
So it involves a lot of data science too, right?
Yeah.
Prediction models.
Yeah, I'm working with deep learning and machine learning models.
Very nice. That's very interesting. And at the end of the day, after pursuing this, what will be your end goal to become? Like you want to become like a data scientist or you want to become a researcher?
At present, I'm not looking so much getting into research. I still want to go and experience some industry before I come back to my PhD grad school. Right now, my focus is to see how I can place myself as a consultant. Because consulting experience definitely helps getting you know more about the industry rather than focusing on one particular niche area. It's like you are on an elevator when you go in the airport. You're faster than everyone and you get to see more than compared to anyone else in the airport.
Absolutely. But like, isn't consulting job easier to pursue when you are doing MBA? Like, network easily मिल जाता है. You have more like-minded people.
But like as I said, I have a very multidisciplinary program. So I have taken courses over here in Macom's business and LBJ policy school. So I've taken courses all over the place, which is also a problem sometimes. Not in my case. So I have had like networking experience from all these schools, which in my case helps me to get a consulting job much easier. In fact, I got my summer internship just because of networking.
Wow. So, can you please describe your experience of networking and getting your internship as a consultant, right?
Yeah.
That is mind blowing. Like, imagine a mechanical engineering student from the beginning and then taking all the multidisciplinary fields. Har building mein jaake network karna. He can network with people in sciences, in geology department, as well as in business department. He can choose the courses which are important towards consulting and then have a network and have eventually a job in that field as well.
Yeah.
So, aap batana, how did you network? How did you approach people in consulting and get a job as an internship?
So my first when I came over here during my summer internship application, I was just applying. So I sort of applied to close to 80 positions back in the day. It was brutal. I got only 4 yeses out of that. But those yeses started coming to me after I had got some referrals. So it took me a very, very long time to understand in US, your applications don't get accepted just because you applied. You have to get a referral. Referral is very important, and referrals don't come unless you network with people. So I had this one, my former program director. I went to him. I said, "Hey, I'm applying to this internship. Can you give me a letter of recommendation because the application says so?" And he looked at me twice and he said, "But this isn't what you want to do. You're not an air pollution guy or a water resource guy. You're mostly into EVs and all of this. Why are you applying there?" I said, "Because I don't know where I'll get in. I just need some summer internship, and this says energy in the title. I'm that desperate right now." He said, "Wait, I have something for you." And after next 2 days, he came to me and he said, "Okay, there's this company called as Clear Result, and they are into EV charging and demand response management too." That is what actually got me into the door. And after that, I got into the company and I did my summer internship, which was not related to EV charging, surprisingly. It was mostly into hydrogen industry and finding hydrogen value chain system for gas utility clients. Now, that is my first share of experience with consulting. You are not placed into the projects which you like the most. You get placed into the projects which has the most funding for the company. And that is what made me excited about consulting. Like, I never had any experience with hydrogen industry, but in the past summer, I've done all my research with hydrogen, and I look forward to doing it now.
Wow, that's a big example of how network can shape you in the right industry,
Yes.
right interest, and especially your passion. It helped you discover your real passion.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is mind blowing. Now let's get to know about your application. What was unique in it that helped you getting accepted to so many top schools, plus getting funding here?
I think people put in a lot of stress on their GRE scores. I would beg to differ on that a little bit. GRE score does help in the application process overall, but I had a very average GRE score. It wasn't like one of those 330s. What I think helped me in my process was I did a lot of stuff in my undergrad, which is related to Formula Student. It's a national level competition for people who are into automobile.
Wow.
Yeah. So we make Formula cars and then we go racing on F1 tracks in India, which is the international circuit, and then there's an F3 track in Coimbatore. So we made cars and we went there. Apart from that, I was into my student activity committee. So I got to be part of the fest and all of that.
Which university you did undergrad?
I did my undergrad in Indus University, Ahmedabad. So yeah, again, the university is also not something which was a tier 1 university, which makes my application process way more unique than everyone over here, because UT Austin has a lot of IITians and NIITians, which means it becomes easier if you're a tier 1 student. But if you come from a tier 3 college, you have to put in a little more effort into your application, like show some good research papers, which I had under my belt. And I think that is it. That is what universities want to see, how unique you are and what you'll bring to the program. If you don't have anything apart from your GRE scores, it is going to be challenging coming to UT Austin.
Absolutely. They want a very diverse class and they want people from different backgrounds coming in. And his background is very unique coming into mechanical engineering, that using his experience building cars, it's mind blowing. And that makes him so unique that they would love to have a student from a unique background. And now talking about benefits of studying at UT Austin. So what is the biggest pro you think of studying here? Like so many students, so much to network, or more than that?
Yeah, the biggest benefit of studying at UT is the campus network, because a lot of these companies that have made big now have Longhorns alumni. Longhorns is short for UT Austin community. Yeah, UT Austin community. So Longhorns basically have spread themselves all across the place in US, in Canada, and all over the world in fact now. So if you want to get anywhere and if you find someone in the Longhorn alumni list or on LinkedIn, they are more eager to connect to you. And that makes the process much easier for you to apply and get a referral from them. And it's a very shared community of people with same interest. That makes the process easier. So I think, that's the biggest advantage being at UT Austin.
Awesome. I'm so happy to know. So thank you so much, Vivek. It was very nice talking to you. I hope the information helps out all the students. And at the end of the day, you have to be unique and your network can help you build your career as an intern or as a full-time employee. So thank you so much for your time.
The morning light on, I just wanna be your Superman.